Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Your observations and comments, it is really like your certificates, behavioral skills or whatever. What we have included in our training in terms of the digital as well as the machine interaction is the three areas we have taken and we are stressing on that. Not for the students alone, we are also stressing on the teachers. Okay. What we are doing, the teachers, we have divided all the colleges to cluster wise because in all colleges, if we call one place, it is highly difficult to interact with them. Each cluster is 50 colleges. So we are interacting and giving inputs about, first off, about the industry trends, what kind of skills they are looking. Because one way what we found, best ambassadors are the teachers because they are not aware what is the trends is happening in India and what are the skills they require. So we are giving the entire mentorship on the industry reform. The second...
At this point, sir, if you don't mind, the children, though whatever the knowledge the parents have, whatever the position they are in, they don't care. They take for granted. The same way in the institution, you may be a scholar, you may have a great knowledge, but the teachers, they take you for granted, sir. That's my personal observation. When I go to the institution, what they do, like Ammavaru, they take the entire village to see. They make me to walk into the entire institution, the top man, see particular observation how these people, whatever we say your end, at the same time, more and more industry people, if you take to the institution, the change will be much more.
That is also part of the initiative. One is from our end we are giving. One is two parts. One is the behavioral part as well as the dress etiquette from the teaching community as well as the student community. For student, important modules were added is behavioral skills, soft skills, and dress etiquette and telephonic etiquette. These are the areas also we are addressing.
Sir, I just want to bring it to Commissioner's mind.
Thank you.
I just want to bring it to your mind.
You take this mic.
We go to all
more time is required.
get to know moment one. I found a considerable drop in standards last year and this year. Wherever the second shift is introduced. Okay? So I just want...
Especially the construction industry as well. I'm Prakash and a brief background about myself. I work for Sun Microsystems, the people who created Java, and I was part of the core Java programming team. We created the Java programming language. I moved back to India and then I started a couple of engineering teams for General Electric, and now I'm part of United Technologies. We work the R&D engineering for carrier air conditioning, Otis elevators, Pratt & Whitney, the people who make the airplane engines, is a world leader, and Sikorsky helicopters, etc. This is a Fortune 50 company in the world. One of the fundamental things, and I totally go back to what one of the gentlemen was talking about, is that the thoroughness and the professionalism is absolutely done. I can actually compare the universities now. For example, we had gone to NIT Trichy, and unfortunately our flight got extremely delayed, and there was some other emergency that had actually come as a result. We had to come back early the next day. So we requested the placement office, can we actually talk to the students at like 1 in the morning? And he says, yeah, sure. I mean, without even a doubt. And when we walked in, we were absolutely amazed. 250 students sitting with absolute attention, all in a suit, at 1 in the morning to listen to our guest lecture for 1 hour to understand what is United Technologies all about. I was really amazed. Interviews went till 4 o'clock. I walked to some of the local universities and I totally agree. I mean, the guys, they don't even know. Forget about the students. Unfortunately, some of the placement officers, when we went there, they were so casual with their approach, saying that, so sir, what do you do? I mean, we said, okay, we are United Technologies. Oh, okay, so you do SAP? And this is the placement officer who is actually talking to me. So I think for the placement officers, you need to bring one of the brightest. And even if you have to double their salary, I think it's okay. Probably you need to actually get some of the sharpest people out of the... Because these are the people who are going to be the fulcrum between the industry and the students. And these are the people who are going to be training the students as to what direction they need to be going into. Because the students look up to this placement officer to say, sir, you tell me how the industry is reacting, you tell me where should I be heading. So if this person itself is a half-baked cookie, Point one. Point number two, whatever direction that we are actually leaning towards, we need to be looking at a strategy that will be making ourselves successful for the next 5 years and 10 years. Let's not talk about the hunger that the future. And the fundamental thing that actually happens is the intellectual property. And it's great to hear that as a Vice Chancellor, you have initiated a topic where people really understand about the patents. But the worry that I have is the students are not taking the patents as a seriousness. For example, we have actually offered some scholarships, internships. The engineers have actually come down, and when they were actually leaving, they have published our entire protocol in their resume. Right? So we pulled them back, and they posted it onto Naukri. So we pulled them back and said that you are not supposed to be doing these things. This is, oh sorry, I never realized it, sir. I said, do you understand about the intellectual property? Do you understand the value of the patents? Do you understand all this? This is, yes sir, but I wanted to put it so that I can actually become employable. So you are harming the entire patent, you are harming the entire industry because of your noviceness and maybe your employability. I think the people need to understand the difference between the spirit and the letter. You can only inculcate the spirit in terms of patent, this is important, but the true spirit of this, what patent is and what the value of it, until and unless that is really inculcated into the students, they never understand, and it remains only superficial as much as you want it. I think that is the second thing. And the most, I think, fundamental thing that has actually come out is that people are now, or maybe I'm a old school, people are just looking for a short-term run. As if this is the golden goose model. Why wait for one egg every day? Chop off the neck, and I'll get all the eggs in one shot. I think that is the strategy with which the students are really going. I think they need to really look into, specifically for the core engineering, the people take 3 years, 5 years, 10 years before they can really start becoming productive. And they need to have that long-term vision, and that actually becomes part of your ethics in terms of the professional ethics, what you are, who you are, and what you can do. And until and unless these are the fundamental core things that are not resolved, guaranteed engineering will not be happening from India. Because there are more other countries in this world, and world has truly become flat, that the way it has come to India, it can move away from India. And how do we make sure that we retain this stickiness within this country? I think that is the fundamental boiling point that we need to be really looking into. We need to have that stickiness be part of our curriculum, be part of our culture, be part of our education.
This is R.K. Dinavaji. I am a life member and convener at NHRD network. And I truly agree with whatever you are saying, so yeah, Prakash. So I have been conducting this industry institution interaction events for past 6-7 years across colleges, mostly in city. And most of our colleges and the placement officers, very sorry to say that they are not being utilized in the way they need to be utilized. They are not up to the mark as that particular position requires and demands. So I would appreciate Globarina. I was observing Globarina for quite some time, and appreciate and congratulate for taking up this initiative of industry interaction. You are planning to go ahead in a rigorous way. In my 7 to 8 years of regular coordinating HR events, I was just calling. I have all the placement officers' numbers with me, but I was calling every time. I used to pull out at least 3-4 people, placement officers, to the NHRD interact the HR fraternity. But most of the placement officers are very much busy with going by college bus and coming by college bus. They are not interested in dropping in between, whether at Panjagutra or Begumpet, for 1 hour session. So when I ask, like, how do you get the industry interaction? Sir, I don't name colleges because they are very good friends of mine, so I don't want to name the college and name the person. But one placement officer asked me, sir, Sharky Garu, can I have NASSCOM database or CIA database for 1 hour? Fine, sir, I'll give for 2 hours. I'll get it from somebody and give it for 2 hours. What do you do? I'll send a bulk mail, sir. I'll send a bulk mail. Then what do you get by bulk mail? Then I started approaching, and with my efforts, I tried reaching even the college owners, the correspondents or the chairmen, kind of. So they were asking, they were initially interested. No, sir, these events, I used to, let me explain about my event, what I conduct mostly my events are on Saturdays. I used to take some 6 to 7 top HRs across verticals and across industries on one Saturday because it is convenient for them. Every person will speak on half an hour. I don't give them any specific topic to talk on that particular day. All my events have only 3 points to be discussed. First point would be, I will request them to discuss on the present industry expectations from freshers. Second one, during that I will be calling around the GM level and senior director level or group head level and non-IT and VP level kind of thing in IT other sectors. So during with their 15 to 25 years of experience range, what are the key skills they found missing in freshers that they will be discussing as point number 2. And point number 3, they will be discussing what are the key skills their company looks into a fresher for taking. Basic skills which they'll be sharing those details to the extent of limit what they are supposed to share. This doesn't mean that when they are sharing their expectations or requirements of their company from freshers, doesn't mean since Saturday is the event, Monday they can't come, they're not coming down to the college for a campus trip, or neither the students are lined up at the camp, that particular corporate. So this is an interaction, 6 to 7 people on one place in one day on a single dais, sharing the half an hour, 3.5 hours, and last half an hour would be a panel discussion wherein any student can ask any question pertaining to their career or how they can plan up their growth or some job-oriented growth. They can ask, anybody from the panel can answer it. These events I was doing purely voluntary, non-commercial. Only the transport and all will be taken care by the college. Very few colleges are initiating and interested in these events. So when I have put a proposal of this kind to a placement officer, initially it will be yes, and after 2-3 days he'll come back to me, sir, I have discussed the same thing with my chairman. So he said that instead of these events, there is no point in having these events. Ask him to whether he can bring some companies, and every company guaranteeing a 20 or 15 offer letters. Just tell them how much he wants and how much the HR wants. And they don't mind spending 20 to 30 lakhs or even more at the end of the year by engaging some or other job fair organizer, and they'll not be interested in having an interaction. So my concept of telling these people, like, you have not even 7 or 8, have 5 HRs, one event in a month, take 10 to quality months in an academic year. It becomes 5 into 10, 50 HRs who visited your campus, interacted with your faculty, interacted with your students, seen your campus, have some idea, maybe positive or negative, whatever, maybe they have some feeling of that institution, and then when they go back, out of 50 people, top HRs who have visited that particular college, 10% again, not more greedy, 5 out of 50, even 5 companies are coming to that particular college as a campus drive, they'll be picked up. So they'll be picked up by those 5 companies. I'll give one example. At one MBA college, I conducted one campus drive, and I think Satish was not here. So Satish Kadiala is the director of HR for Capital IQ. He has come down on my visit, my request to one college, MBA college. It is somewhere in Shamirpet. And earlier, after 2 weeks of his session there, this industry interaction session, he called up his assistant manager level guy to go, and I was asking about, do you know this particular college? He said, no sir, there is somewhere in Shamirpet, don't know, most of the students of that particular college would be from Bhubaneswar, West Bengal and all, not proper English, I don't think. So Mr. Satish said that I am not instructing you to go and select so many number of candidates, but I am asking you to go there and find out how far they are suitable. This happened after his visit to the college. Prior to that visit, he was not even knowing about that college. So this made him feeling that without, since he can't neglect his boss word, he was gone there unintentionally, unwillingly, and picked up around 15 to 18 candidates from there, where he was not even thinking about having a thought of knowing, identifying the college where it is located. So these type of events will help the HRs. So I can very confidently and strongly say that the HR fraternity is very generous in addressing the students, coming down to college and addressing the students and guiding them and giving some valuable tips. Only thing, it's up to the institutions to invite them and make use of this. Fine. And
yeah, I'm audible. So most of the report contain only top bracket. So average CSE guy will score a 6 lakh something. But exactly companies like me, I'm representing the type 2, type 3 company. So we are not, for freshers, we are not giving teams, 12 to 15,000 as average. But it has to be communicated to the student before wishing to them. Otherwise, they will compare himself to IIT guy or NIT guy. So where exact my affordability of having the candidate is not it. Most of the people don't aware of what is the salary levels they can afford to pay. So when you are having assessment test, you can give them some kind of what happens is most of the papers, local papers, they take in some reports as granted. They took it some information from the not very authenticated from the executive report and they publish like this. And that become like like what you call they become like a culture of the remaining companies and especially when we companies in type 2, type 3, they are suffering a lot from the people because attitude comes like this only. They read the paper, the United paper, they read it. CSC freshers in the XYZ college got 5 lakhs or 8 lakhs offer because the bill published by the college people. Then he used to compare himself for I'll get a 8 lakhs. So you can have some kind of strategy which is authenticated and you can control the press people also not supposed to publish results like this and even the colleges. And even we witnessed only one college published the campus facilities, even company not aware of that college. Then they, at last the company will come to know how come we recruited from here because they put it all the banners and throughout the. Then the company never knows that they connect a campus in a particular college. So please, you used to you have some regulation to control that activity.
I think till now, came forward to train these students because we left to the colleges. Those good colleges have done, some bad colleges they don't do, we never bothered. So this is the first initiation. That's something we wanted to do.
Absolutely.
Whatever we are doing, is it relevant to the industry?
Definitely.
Or something can be added, so that feedback is a good initiation. I appreciate all of you for coming out openly and scratching the ground. That is very, very important. Agnes, where is the part? We can participate in the
Two slides to complete. Here's what, because of feedback of friends have given. Just here, our entire the training and training the teacher and training the students. Okay, students is a college wise. Training the teachers is the cluster based. We have taken totally 7 clusters. 202 colleges we have. Totally 7 clusters. We are addressing all the training placement options. We are taking care, as I mentioned, just one is on sector-wise industry trend. What are the skills students they want to get into sector? What kind of skills the industry is seeking? So this kind of areas and other behavioral factors, the certificates, email education, all this we are covering to the training and placement option because we believe that we have to empower training and placement officers to empower the students. So that no other activities we can do. Then we have almost deployed for this more than a 60-member team is there addressing colleges and students. All the events, the TPO events, one round has been completed before the January. Again, they are going to do the second TPO meets to the from this after the exam just completed. After the Pongal, we would like to start this. In this second TPO round of meet, we would like to involve the industries also, so that they can also interact with the TPOs and give their perspective, so that they will have the direct information from the industry. Maybe each TPO meet, we would like to involve at least 2 industries, so that they will have the information.
One point. So these people always expect us to come and deliver a talk on the working day. But we are not meant for your institution, we are meant for the industry, right? So, what I always say, if you organize on Sunday, I don't mind of coming down to your place. Number of institutions, they change the standard. Change the style. Even I go to Vijayawada, I go to NRI recently, I go to some other places. So there, we stay there, on the working day it will not work. You organize on Sunday, I don't mind of coming down to your place. So they organize on Sunday. Until unless you change the style in the institution itself, getting the people from here to your place is very, very good.
Sure. So here we are establishing a studio, VPN basis, on a VPN station at my university and then the auxiliaries at the other university, other colleges.
Right.
So you need not have to move from Hyderabad. You can deliver a lecture at your convenience at whatever time it can be telecasted to all the colleges.
Very good.
So there is evening, so that way mobility need not be a matter, but we can contact many people and many people can address.
Single story.
The knowledge or the awareness, the general outlook of the people by interacting with people like you will definitely change, but we cannot expect immediate result because we are at the initiation. We will learn
I can
things and
understand.
then
Right. It started changing.
another 2 years time, I think
It may get into the process.
get into the process. So like this interaction, we can have a
It's really
frequently,
welcome. That's a good thing.
frequently maybe once in 3 months like that. So then we can actually go hand in hand and then do something which is useful to the society.
On training and placement officers, briefing and training kind of thing to TPOs. So with your intervention, so either Globrina or somebody like me, a volunteer kind of thing, can't influence the owners of the colleges, but whereas as a VC, you can have a control and a hold on the college owners. So it should start with the promoters and the owners of the college first and then go on to the placement office. So I have seen some placement offices, few of them coming to these sort of sessions and getting motivated, but they are afraid of conveying the same thing to their management. It will not go. It will not go to the management. There is even fear of going because they are used to obey the orders and just go as per the norms, but they can't initiate and put any proposal in front of the